Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we're going to be talking about should you buy REITs in 2020. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode, and if you guys get anything in value out of this, please repay me with a huge like or a subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. So now let's jump into it, roll the intro, let's go guys. Bam! Now, the way I look at REITs is they're real estate ETFs that use investors' money to buy real estate properties. And really, there's three main real estate properties that are bought up. The very first one is multifamily, so this is like apartment buildings. The second one is healthcare. This is anything from hospitals or medical buildings. The third one is commercial, so this could be local malls or shopping centers. So now, how have REITs been affected in 2020? Most of these REITs have been absolutely slammed down, making them extremely undervalued and kind of brushed over by investors. But when looking at REITs, there's a couple things you guys need to understand. The very first one is long-term debt. It's very common to see a REIT take on large amounts of debt to grow their business and grow their company. But if there is not enough cash flow coming in and they can't afford to pay for that multifamily and they can't afford to pay for that interest, they're overall most of the time going to cut their dividend, and it's just not going to be the best thing for an investor. The second thing you have to look at is how was the REIT trading before this whole recession hit. If the REIT was growing at a rapid rate and was absolutely killing it, that may be a better one to keep an eye on. But if, let's say, the real estate or the REIT was kind of sluggish, going up, down, consolidating, and kind of going down in overall value, maybe that's one that we kind of brush over and don't look at. So it's all about understanding the trend, understanding what the REITs are in, because it's super important when looking at them. You want to be educated in the REIT that you are investing in. So now the third thing that you guys have to understand is never chase dividend yields. It's super important, and it's one of the most important thing any dividend investor needs to learn. I would rather see you guys have a high quality REIT that pays a 3% dividend rather than a crappy REIT that pays an 11%, 12%, 15% dividend yield. The reason why is because those are unstable. They could cut their dividend at any time and it's overall more risky. So now, what are the top REITs that I would recommend investing in? Let's go ahead and look. Alrighty guys, so one of the top REITs that I would recommend investing in is ticker symbol FREL. The reason why I love this one so much is because we did have this slow upward trend, really kind of trading in between $29 and about $20. So it doesn't really move a whole lot, but what draws a lot of investors to this is the dividend being around 3 to 4%, which is a pretty solid one. Also, this is a commercial REIT, so they go ahead and buy businesses and they lease them out to their tenants that have companies, and they just get their money that way, which is an overall fantastic way, and it's a fantastic REIT to invest in, guys. So now, coming in at number 2, we have ticker symbol O. This is Realty Income Corp. This company goes ahead and they buy pretty much almost anything. They really specialize in commercial, and they do have a couple multifamily units as well. The reason why a lot of people love this one is because they do have a monthly dividend. On top of that, they have a beautiful upward trend here. And the stock was trading at around $84, $80 before the whole recession hit. Fell all the way down, now is trading at 61. So now this is like buying this REIT, 4 or 5 years ago. So I do think it's still extremely undervalued and still has a ton of long-term potential. Now, coming in at number 3, we have ticker symbol RWR. This one here is a pretty solid one here. You guys can see the 2008 crash went from, 71 all the way down to $21. Before that, after that happened, the stock just exploded and really has this beautiful upward trend. No signs of stopping it here. Was trading over $100. Now it's trading at around $80. This is another multifamily REIT, so this is a good one as well. The next one here is ticker symbol USRT. This is iShares Trust. iShares Trust is a very, very large company. They are the company behind ticker symbol SPY, which is SPY, one of the most sought after investments out there. So this REIT is very, very well traded. You guys can see it trades in the millions every single week. Also, this whole thing was on a beautiful upward trend as well before getting slammed back down to $45. still a ton of long-term potential with this one here. And now, the number one REIT that I would highly recommend all investors get in. This REIT has exposure to every sector out there and is backed by Vanguard. So it's ticker symbol VNQ. This is Vanguard's real estate ETF. This is a beautiful one. Beautiful upward trend, solid dividend payments, and before this whole recession hit was trading almost at $100 before falling off to 81. Slowly but surely it's forming that V pattern, having a little trouble breaking over this 200 moving average line. I do think once it breaks over, the next real resistance is at 86 and then going back up to 99. All of these REITs have a ton of long-term potential, but why a lot of people hold them is for their income source that comes in. You get dividends from them. That is why people invest in them. Their growth is pretty sluggish, maybe around 5 to 6%, but with a 3 to 4% dividend payment makes it worth it, guys. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. Also guys, subscribe to the channel. Roll the outro, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Stay safe.